morning. Good morning and welcome back to Cityline. With me, I've been teasing you the whole hour, and I am a woman of my word if I'm anything. Please join me in welcoming Jan Parker.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. I was just saying to Jan, I have chased her around Tacoma. I get to see her at events, but it wasn't until I went and visited our friend Sean Tibbetts at Tibbetts Fern Hill that I recalled you from the restaurant and said, you have to connect with Amanda. So here we are. Jen Parker, what are we making?
I wanted to share a classic Filipino dish. And what we have here is chuck meat that's been sliced thinly. And the marinade is actually calamansi, which is a citrus from the Philippines.
Calamansi.
You'll get to taste it. Have you ever had it?
I mean, no, and I am the biggest foodie there is. So calamansi.
Calamansi, garlic, soy sauce, also some onions that we poured the marinade in. So this is a classic dish. The calamansi is basically a mix between a kumquat and a lime. And you'll see, it'll have a very unique flavor.
I just had a kumquat the other day, and I have to tell you, I so enjoyed, just because you eat kumquats, you eat them whole with the peel. And they are so delicious. So let's talk about your, this woman in record time, because she's so beloved in Tacoma, as I said in the first segment, put out a fundraiser for her restaurant. Right now, you are a heavily involved pop-up caterer who I find always in events where they are geared toward making Tacoma a better place, feeding those who are underserved, feeding people during the holidays. If you are a part of that, you know that Jan Parker is always there showing up with her family and friends. And now you are opening your own restaurant, but you're looking for an architect. So first off, tell us what your restaurant name is.
The restaurant name is Reyna Filipina Kitchen Tacoma, and on Hilltop, and it's on 11th.
Yes.
And we will be highlighting Filipino food.
I love that.
Indeed.
So can I go over here and take a bite of this?
You can.
Can I?
Of
I'm just
course.
going to move it up, because you know what? I am working on my rice skills of getting that little char on there.
I hear you.
And I'm trying to make something that actually is not Filipino. It's called tadig. And it's Iranian, where you get all of this beautiful crisp. But again, I'm not the only, that's not the only culture that does it. How important is this char to this dish?
It's really important. If you have leftover rice, this is actually a Japanese technique. And so what you do is use any type of oil, like butter or olive oil. And you can just leave it on the surface for a minute, and it should bring some crispiness to the top and more flavor.
So run us through, what kind of meat was it again?
This is beef chuck, and it also has garlic. I'm going to give you a little piece here.
Yeah.
Tasty. It does have butter on it, so it's going to have that.
Wow.
Butter makes everything better, Amanda.
There's a separate stomach for butter. You heard that right here on Cityline. Because I live for butter and salt.
Noted.
Noted.
I remember that. But our salt here, my dear, is soy sauce.
Okay.
And we also have garlic and that calamansi. Would you like to give this meat a try? Let's give it a combo try. And I'm going to start dishing it up on the plate.
So tell us about, will this be something that we can have at your restaurant? And when will your restaurant open? And let's talk about the architecture that you need, the architect that you need.
Absolutely. So basically, this will be the type of food that we have. Right now, our stall at the farmers market does offer produce from farmers in the local area. And also a woman-owned farm, Share the Wealth Organics. So you're going to see some of that. I'm a Filipino American, so you're going to see some American touches in there too. Also, I just wanted to share that fundraiser, the Kickstarter I did for $75,000 was for a food hall, which didn't go through, but we are presented this new opportunity with the Tacoma Housing Authority, which we've been granted this space on Hilltop. And so now we're realizing that with our budget, we are trying to find architects that can meet that budget. So we're in a space right now where we need to determine if we can meet that budget, or some of the folks here raise money.
So we need an architect. I always tell the people, when you come on Cityline, by the way, that sauce, unbelievable. That tastes like kumquat and lime. unbelievable, the taste here.
Thank you.
So we need a architect who maybe would look at doing some work at a different price or in a different way that could help make your restaurant a reality.
Indeed. It is a dream of mine, and I feel like it's important to be in a space on Hilltop and represent our culture, and also practice what we've been practicing as Jan Parker Cookery and embody that, but keep it underneath a roof.
Absolutely. So some of the challenges, obviously, as you said, financing, finding an architect. What else do you need help with from our community as you continue to make amazing food for us?
Indeed. I encourage people to follow us on our Instagram and Facebook so you can follow our journey. Because our mission in our Jan Parker Cookery is to actually not only help ourselves, but also through our pop-ups, we've been highlighting different cultures. So when you want to go to Reyna, Filipina Kitchen Tacoma on Hilltop, that is what we're also going to highlight, is not only respect the work that's been done in the historically Black community, but also add to the vibrancy, the history, and the culture.
I love this. Okay, so I just snuck in a little bit. Oh, look at you. Oh, this is when that we just showed. That was small business, and you got a proclamation from the city of Tacoma, didn't you?
Yes.
Minority-owned business.
Minority-owned business, and it was also highlighting Filipino History Month, and it was amazing.
Look at the look on your face. Okay, so I did onions, just kind of helping the sister out here. Lemon.
Lemon.
Okay, so all over.
Yeah, and this is smoked eggplant. I smoked that this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you. You're pro with the garnishes.
You know, I am a foodie. So I'm going to let it slip that Jan was on Chow House, which is on the Food Network.
Yes.
And she won out of 12 people for the first season. In Italy, they sent you. My partner Laura and I, because we love you from the events we've seen you at, we watched it, and we were like, Jan was so good. Go, Jan, go, Jan. Was it just the experience of a lifetime?
It was an experience of a lifetime, but also I think the greatest thing that I did on that show was also mention Tacoma. I don't know how many times I said it, but I was like, I'm going to get on there. I'm going to represent Tacoma. I'm going to go hard. But also my main goal is whenever I show up in spaces is to basically talk about Filipino folks.
Yes.
I think it's very ironic that the Washington State Historical Society was here, because I take that very seriously as continuing our culture.
That's right. I love that. And you were so elegant and so beautiful and so kind. You were the essence of what Tacoma stands for on that show.
Thank you.
Girl, you represented out of the box. I was like, look at her go. She's amazing.
I appreciate
Thank you for being here. I want you back sooner than later.
Promise.
All right. That wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some really great things to think about and really great things to eat, and another new person to stalk. So go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, Jen and I will be waiting for you right here at Cityline. Take care.